That is weird. What is going on? What? You changed the stream. Oh, that. I'm live. I'm live, Kyle. Can you see? Yeah, you can see me. What is going on? They've changed the stream. It looks really weird. Why is it? I can't. Stream settings. Stream help. Stream settings. No. Monday Night Live. New layout. Oh. I don't know. You're winding me up, YouTube. Monday Night Live. I don't know even how to change that. What have you done to this, YouTube? Oh, edit. Yeah, I can see it. I've got a different layout and I just can't work it out. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Tuesday Night Live. Changes saved. Right. I hope that's okay. Oh, I can't. Is that screen alright? I think it is. Oh, microphone. Let's bring the microphone. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even pick the guitar up. That was really weird. I've never seen this screen. It's the YouTube's changed its layout. What you looking at? Hey, Muttley? Oh gosh, microphone. 1 second. It caught me off guard. It had a really weird thing saying send us your stream. I've never seen that before. Hello Luke, how are you doing? Hello Susanna. Right, am I on the right screen? Yes. I'm alive? Yes. Dang it. It didn't say that YouTube was updating its screenage. That was really weird. I didn't know what I was doing for a second. Hello, Anna. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace, boys and girls. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, son of man, worship me. Come over, I'm your knee. I said, come, name his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples is what we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I am saved by his grace. By his grace, boys and girls. This one goes out to all you natural girls. You know who you are. You got upside down shaped eggheads. Your eyes are closer. You got Betty Boot lips. slender neck. On the day that you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and he blew on those clouds, he blew them away. And heaven and earth he built, it took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. He said, 'cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. Sent a letter to Cadbury's and they made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars and placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. 'Cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la. You got natural curves. I'll work for days and I'll toil for hours and hours just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers. And your dress will be made from the finest silk threads. It will fluster the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. 'Cause you are a natural girl. A natural girl. And your veil will be handmade by nymphs. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse of your legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. 'Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Someone send a message to my father up above and tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven up above. She fits me just like a glove. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I climb the walls and clamber the highest steeple. At the top of my voice, I sing to all the people. Found this girl, I love the one from above. 'Cause you are a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. I'll write your name upon Venus, Jupiter, Mars. You look up at night, you'll see your name is written in the stars. 'Cause you're a natural, actual girl. How you all doing? Join us down on non-spinning stationary flat plane. This town is turning into a ghost town. Where is that one? Music window. How y'all doing? On the third capo, Peter. Yes, this one. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. She's not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get along. What's not a lot? I said, take a jumbo across the water. Like to see America. See the girls there's nothing better to do. Ba-ba-da-bow, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-dow, wow, bow-da, ba-da-dow. Woo! Bit jazzy. Ba-ba-da-bow, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-dow, da-ba-dow, dow, da-da-bow, la-la-la. La 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 la. I said, don't you look at my girlfriend, 'cause she's got a really square jaw. She's not much of a girlfriend. She's got a little bit extra. More, if you know what I mean. She's a flip-flop. She cross-dresses. She kissed my neck one day. She gave me a love bite. Said her name was Amanda. And now I think I'm gay, because I never really paid attention. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-bow, ba-ba-dow, ba-ba-dow, wow, bow-dow, daddy-bow. Got a love bite from a boy, I got a love bite from a boy. His name was Amanda. Amanda! She was never my boyfriend. I mean, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, because he is a boy. Don't you look at my flip-flop. Because it's the only one I've got. Don't get me started. Annabelle Man! Hello, Annabelle. How you doing? Ba-ba-da-bow, ba-ba-dow, ba-ba-dow, wow, ba-ba-dow. T fourth, Peter, to the fourth. G, Peter, G. There you go. If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I wanted you to be is my sweet honey, baby. If I was a tree growing tall and green, all I wanted you to shade me and be my leaves. If I was a flower growing wild and free, it goes. All I wanted you to be is my sweet honey bee. If I was a tree growing tall and green, all I wanted you to shade me and be my leaves. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Will you hold me in your arms and swing me like the sea? If you were a river in the mountains tall, the rumble of your waters would be my call. If you were the winter, I'd be the snow, just as long as you were with me when the cold winds blow. All I want is you, will you be my bride? Will you take me by the hand and stand by my side? All I want is you, will you stay with me? Will you hold me in your arms and swim like the sea? If you were a wink, I'd be the nod. If you were a seagull, I'd be the pod. If you were the floor, I'd want to be the rug. If you were a kiss, then I know I'd be a hug. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Will you hold me in your arms and swim me like the sea? Dang it. All I want is you, will you stay with me? Will you hold me in your arms and will you hold me in your arms and swim me like the sea? Got it wrong twice. were wood, I'd be the fire. If you were love, then I'd be desire. If you were a castle, I'd be a moat. If you were an ocean, then I'd learn to float. All I want is you be my bride. You take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you stay with me. You take me by the hand and swing right up the sea. Juno, never seen it. I like the tune though. I like the tune though. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's a mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. All my memories, again, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste the moonshine, there's a teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's a mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. Bridge. I hear her voice in the morning when she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Nearly missed it. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home. Oh, yesterday. Oh, yesterday. For my throat. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, she's a mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. Apart from the two flat C's, no mind. I didn't say I was a guitarist or a singer. I'm just doing my best, Lord. Father. Can't call him Lord. Apparently it means Baal. Look, when I talk to my Heavenly Father, he knows who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the devil. I can distinguish between the two now. Before, when the spell was cast on me, maybe they do gain some sort of energy, loosh as people call it, from us. But I'll tell you now, once you're awakened to the fact that your Heavenly Father has created you, whatever name you use for him, you know he knows who you're talking to, regardless of what the devil's done down here. As if the Heavenly Father's not wise enough to understand that we've been so brainwashed by them that we just use these words because that's how we know him. Not as the devil. We can distinguish the devil from the God anyway. Even before I knew about God, I knew right from wrong, good from evil. I didn't need a book. I innately was born knowing innately it's wrong to hate your mother, speak bad to your sister, steal something. I innately know these things. Let's sing one for God. fingers work. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Said tell him the God's gonna cut you down. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. I missed the beat. Again. Things just aren't working tonight. Try again. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. I didn't miss it that time. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, swear I had the shuffle of an angel's feet. He called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said, tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Well, you can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought into the light. So run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. Said run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. I said sooner or later gotta cut. He's gonna cut you down. You didn't hear that last beat, Marley. Usually you're up before then. You want a biscuit? Eh? Does he want a biscuit? Is he handsome? Is he gorgeous and beautiful? Pardon me. What dog you biscuit? It's a biscuit. You want a biscuit? I love the way it hangs out his mouth like a pipe. Right, let's move that microphone over there a little bit so I can see the screen. And there we go. Keyboard, mouse. Are you sitting comfortably? I hope you are. Let's close the music window. Let's open up this window. Where are we? Oh, this looks really weird to me. I can't see anything. Why have they changed it that way? Layout, new. How do I go back to the old layout? Horizontal. Oh, what does horizontal do? Horizontal and vertical. I can't change it now because the stream started. Maybe that's what I have to do. Okay, right. Right. As long as I can still see that in the background, because it tells me if I'm playing any copyrighted stuff, and I want to, I want to be able to see that screen. So let me just move this screen around. That should do it. Hopefully. Right. New screen layout. Why don't you just leave it the way it was, YouTube? You should have given us the option not to. If you want new, press this new button, not give me new. Right. Run over. Every day we look at the human skeleton. Why? Because it's interesting. That's why. As a truther, you should want to know the truth. Jesus said, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set ye free. You can't see the kingdom of heaven until you can see who created the kingdom first and how he created you. Male and female created he them in his own image. You're above dogs, cats, whales, dolphins. You're above them all. No matter what anyone tells you, you're not descended from a monkey. Hey, monkey! Oh! You didn't live in the trees. You are the trees. You have a family tree. So we distinguish the male by looking at his male features. Everything's much more pointed with a man. The cheeks, the eyes, the teeth, the nose, everything. Even the jawline has points across it, square points. Rectangle shaped eyes, far apart. Bigger nose and bigger teeth. Rounded, open eye sockets look close set. Smaller nose, smaller teeth. A wide dental arch to match the far apart eyes. A narrow dental arch to match the close set eyes. A big jaw to match those two big features. And a sloping small pointed jaw to match the narrow features of a woman. A woman is widest in the hairline. A man is widest below the eyes. A woman in general looks like an upside down egg or a heart shape. You know, just look at the shape of that skull. And then look at this blockhead over here, this big square monster of a skull. Sometimes we call it a cannonball because the widest pit is in the middle. And if you do a cross section, it's almost as wide as it is long. So we call it a cannonball skull. It is so much bigger than the females. Are you getting it yet? The male face, once you start distinguishing those deep eye sockets, the big brow bone across the top look, into the corners of the eye. Women don't have it. It's open. You come to recognise that all celebrities have got the wrong faces. Excess of copyrighted material may, under circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without need for permission from or payment to a copyright holder. To the noddy holder. What are you doing, dog? Alright, there we go. Yep. Okay, we're good to go. Say hello to you all. Who was first then? It was Kyle Shinobi. How you doing, Kyle? Laney came second, but retracted the message. Luke, how you doing, pal? Susanna came fourth. Anna Souza and Tubbs, 5th and 6th. How you doing, guys? Isma, hello. Tubbs, I already said hello to. Alpha, welcome to the show. I didn't see you say hi, Alpha. Sorry, Alpha. I'm a man is in the house. Dutch girls, you are beautiful. John Mighty from Austria, welcome. Sally M. Please do Christian group. Gaither band. Bill and Gloria Gaither. Guy Penrod and all the band. Very rare to do all the band. They're not that famous. I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm supposed to be doing famous people, not people at the back yet. We want this video section, when you come to the channel, I want it just to be full of videos with people's names that we know. It might be big in the Christian community, but mainstream, they're more bothered about Gene Simmons being a woman or Andy Serkis, Otis Redding than the Christian bands. But I've done loads of Christian bands anyway. It's all of them. You're not allowed to make money in any way, shape or form or be famous. A natural person isn't. We are persecuted without knowing we're persecuted. We think we're free. We think we're free. Proper Grimsby accent. Gaither band. Oh my gosh. I'll have a look at it. I very much doubt there'll be any pictures. Gaither vocal band because of Christians. Oh, that's a bunch of FTMs. I don't even need to see that picture in full. So we'll look at these two. This one looks really freakish. I don't know why. It's a David Dickinson look. They look crazy weird, don't they? It's the man that's kind of giving the couple away. Most people would pass that off as an old deer. But it's the old deer here that's bothering me. They look like an old Bee Gees band. The Statler Brothers. Well, look at that 5. That is a chrome dome, man. These two needed special crash helmets as kids. Bog standard helmets didn't fit on these two, I'm telling you now. This one, you won't even got a normal helmet on, no chance. Look at the width across that. That is an egghead. Well, so is that. My head is not shaped like a sodding Tic Tac. This one's doing devil horns. Real subtle look, but it's doing devil horns regardless. Your eyes are too close. Well, they've all got closer eyes. This one's got a real squashed down face. Got one of them Nigel Mansell, what do you call it? Broom tashes. Moustache. Hang on, I've got to cover up that beard. Come here, you little hairball. Squeaking you way through my show. Good night, Fairball. Look, you always grow a pair of balls when I come near your cage. Getting all flustered. See you in the morning. Night, Albie. Right. So. Oh. That's the little one. Statler's brothers, my backside, she's tiny, isn't she? Do you know what they remind me of? It's like a cross between the Bee Gees and the Mob. Joe Pesci. What am I? A comedian to you? I've never heard of it. I have heard of Statler Brothers from Quentin Tarantino's song. Well, not his song, but in his movie. Got the flowers on the wall. That don't bother me. Is that them? Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now how about me? I think that might be the Statler Brothers. I don't know. Maybe I have heard of them. Enlighten. Bill Gaithers. Oh my gosh. Can your eyes get any closer together, Bill? You got a big old chrome dome here, and that's got to be a syrup and fig, hasn't it? That really has to be a syrup and fig, a wig. Cockney rhyme and slang, boys and girls. She got small dentures. I can't even see her ears. I don't even know if they exist. I don't think she's got any. She's like that alien in that film where they've got them spots on their head. They got no ears. What's that called? Where he becomes a policeman. Gaither. This is who you want me to look at, right? Marlo, what are you doing down there? Yeah, there's going to be no pictures. It's a Christian band. The chances of getting a gate are next to nothing, I'm telling you now. Walking. Because they're not famous. Bink. Not even... I can't even get, 20 pictures, look. Not one of them's got them working. I've got no chance. That's why I don't do them. They're all flip-flops, that's for sure. Especially the Statler Brothers. In fact, let me look at the Statler Brothers. Statler Brothers. There we go. Smoking cigarettes and what. They look like a poor man's Bee Gees, don't they? Where's that picture? That one. Look at their eyes. What's going on with them two? Those two look like they've just had a hit on a bong. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. It's because their eyes are too close together. These two aren't no better. He reminds me of that one off Jerry Seinfeld. I can't remember what they call it. The Statler Brothers. Are they really brothers? Are they really brothers? Wait, let me have a look. Joe McDormand, Don Reed. No, they're not even brothers. Not even sisters. Lou DeWitt. What a name. Jimmy Fortune. Right, anyway. Let's go back to these ones. We're looking at the Statlers, who I think might have sung that song, Flowers on the Wall. I'm not sure. Doing the devil horns, I'm sure. I just can't see with that finger. It's just too small for my eyes. My eyes are old, my wheeze and eek. I don't think I'm going to get these walking out. I've picked another blast from the pack walking. Let's have a look and see if we can find a Statler Sisters walking. Oh, what we got here? Nothing. They stood against trees. That's no good to me. What's that one? Ralph Emery show with the Statler brothers. Is that really the Statler brothers? I've got two flamingos here and here. The other two are debatable because they look like female Bigfoots, right? They're right in that Passover stage. That's no good to me either. Yeah, there's no pictures of the stat. Oh, maybe that was one. Where was that? I just saw two pit there. I don't think that's them. Two brothers walking. No. Yeah, the Statlers, I got no chance. Right. Stop doing stupid requests, Peter. Right, there we go. Clive Owen. That's a request. Let's do that one. Clive Owen, two first names. I would say English famous, but he went on to be Hollywood famous, right? There's one where he keeps hold of a baby from a prostitute. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got that bald-headed little FTM in that out where he turns a swimming pool blue. Big Fat Liar. I can't remember his name, but it's got that person in it. It's quite a good film. Well, I thought it was way back when. I don't know what I think of it now. A lot of films, when I watch them now, I'm like, I can't believe I thought that was good. He's got a bat cave under the chin. Look at that big hole. Your eyes, as you get better and better at this, you'll just be drawn to places where you know there's going to be surgery scars. They used to just slash the neck either here, here, or here. Most commonly there, or to the side. And then shave down the Adam's apple on a man. On a woman, they have to put an Adam's apple in, so they prefer to go in under the chin. Look, they make a hole here. And you go look up the procedure. They open the skin and then go in and wrap a piece of her own rib. They take I forgot to mention, they take a piece of a hair rib so it won't be rejected. They chip a bit off the rib and then they strap the rib to the neck and it gives a fake Adam's apple. We're looking at Clive Owen, two first names, images with a nice back cave in there. She got beautiful eyes. Reminds me a little bit of Vinnie Jones. I'm seeing Vinnie Jones in there. Again, look how the head wants to bellow outwards to the widest part in the hairline, not in the cheekbones. High set ears. Small face. Long face, look. Flat forehead. Almost dial M for Masons, look. You can see it, look. No jawbone. Where's your jaw? Look, the face narrows inward to a pointed, rounded chin. Not this one, though, look. Open that picture. Look at the state of that. Diesel. And then look at the Terminator neck. I want your clothes, your motorbike keys, and your boots. And a place to put Mama's spicy meatball. Our Yorkshire farmer. Look what his name is. Amanda. Amanda. And he got deep set eyes for a woman. Far apart, rectangular in shape, look, with a thick brow bone, which goes all the way into the corner of the eye. Not your girlfriend, no. She got coffee bean eyes, look, close set. Let's go back. From the Terminator to the soft face of Clive Owen. I don't know why these Yorkshire farmers are turning up in the Clive Owen search. Julia Roberts. Tell me, who's got the bigger mouth? Who's got the awesome... Pass me the sugar lumps. Tell me, who's got the bigger teeth in that picture? Who's got the wider face? Who's got the long face, look? And who's got the wide face? A woman's head bellows at the top and gradually gets thinner and thinner all the way down, look. A man's face is widest in the middle. So you get this much more a diamond-shaped face, look. Instead of this long. And look how the face is squashed compared to Julia Roberts, two first names. They've both got two first names. That's a big hand, isn't it? Sweet baby Jesus. Look at the size of that paw. We're looking at Clive Owen. Oh, I didn't even put her in the back file. 1 second. Clive should find him here. There can't be that many. Clive's, that is. Bink. So, Clive Owen with his mail order bride, Julia Roberts, or Julian Roberts as I like to call him. Walking. How do I know the difference between a man and a woman by looking at the face? By the distance in their eyes, like the REM song told me. That's me in the corner, losing my religion. The distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. That's me in the corner losing my religion. That's what they're losing. They're losing their religion by the ratios that God created in a male and female face. We can now see the difference. The long, narrow face of a woman versus the wide face and the big, deep-set eyes and the wide dental arch of a man. And the most easiest way to distinguish this is by the way they walk. Images, game over, right there. Inline footfall from Flamingo. Full mint, arm akimbo. Oh, it's not full mint, it's from Flamingo again. There's a full mint if it's him. I don't think that's him. It's another one with the arm akimbo as well. Look. All these so-called male actors have this certain swagger when they walk. They create diamonds and the feet and knees point outwards, whereas the male counterparts, the women, their legs stay straight and the feet stay forward. Look at the difference in their skeletons. What is going on? How is the girl so big and fit? Is that you? It is. Double mincing. Clive Owen with, it looks like James, what's his name? The Scottish actor with a big egghead. We're done right there. Clive Owen's a girl. Is that a bike? We got knees in or knees out? Knees in. What's going in? Why are his knees like that? Why have I got this X shape when she rides a bike? Because that's how girls ride bikes. Inline footfall. Clive Owen. And a perfect full mince right there. Clive Owen. Another one here. Are you seeing it yet? Can you see the shoulder tilt? The bodyguard's doing it in the background as well. Full mint, arm akimbo look. Full mint, length forward, shoulder tilted, hip twisted look, crossed legs. Simple to see. For those with eyes and the kingdom of heaven, or with their eyes on the kingdom of heaven, you can see it in a heartbeat now, right? It takes very little training. I don't care how dumb you are. You know the difference between someone crossing the legs over and someone who doesn't. You just got to look at the evidence and make your own mind up. Make your mind up. Clive Owen. And there she is. I've got Clive Davis, Clive James, Clive Owen, Clive Standard, Clive Palmer, Clive Woodward, and Derek and Clive. They're my Clives. That's my collection of Clives. After 4 years of doing this. Clive Owen. 2 first names. Is a flip-flop. Tweet. Let's come back. Let's close that. Let's open up a new one. Bink. Do. Where am I? There, somewhere around here. Clive Owen, I did that one. Next. Nina Hartley, not a porn star. It's not famous Tubbs. John Boy Walton. What? I'm like, good night, Pat. That John Boy, don't give me a break. Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart. I've already done Patrick Stewart, and Ian McKellen I haven't done now. We can put that one in for sure. Ian McKellen, yeah, it's famous enough. Ian M in the back file. And then let's cut out Clive Owen real quick. Like there. Clive Owen, 2 first names. Done. Right, let's come back to class. Ian McKellen, most famous for Gandalf. Is it? Does he play Gandalf? I've got the right person. I don't know. I don't watch all that shit. Yeah, it is. You shall not pass. Exactly. You shall not pass anymore. Look at the arched eyebrows, Batfink eyebrows. Sir, it's ma'am. You can't become a sir unless you're a ma'am. Has a squashy face. She got big ears for a woman, though, hasn't she? Right, big set of taffies on her. That's alright. She looks like the UEFA Cup. She got a flat forehead, dial M for Masons. Look at a widow's peak clinging on for dear life. She got arching eyebrows, no brow bone look, nothing in it. It's just skin overhanging the eyes at this age. Let's get a younger picture of her. Looks like a Zorro mask, doesn't it? The shape of the eye socket. Big, rounded, open eye sockets. She looks very feminine there. She really does. And there they are together, Patrick Stewart. Well, just remember, they will wink their eyes and stick out their tongues. But they can still laugh and smile. You know, even though they know what they're doing to the rest of the world. We live inside a giant clock, sun and moon, determining day and night. That clock is on a timer. Only God knows the time. Even Jesus said, only the Father knows when. I've got the long, thin face of a woman. Soft eyes. I've got no trachea look. Is that her as well? She looks even more feminine there. Sir Ian McKellen. If you'd shown me that, I would never have guessed it was Sir Ian McKellen. Wow, he reminds me of James Ancaster there. This one had quite a little bit of work done, don't you think? What is that? He's got a disco ball on his head. Ian McKellen, one of England's famous, Christopher Lee, 2 first names. One of England's finest actors. Is a woman. Walking. Let's determine your gait. Done. Right there. Game over. That's a woman. We need a few more gaits. I know. Stairfail would be nice. Inline ski whiff. There's my stairfail. Game over on both of them. Patrick Stewart from Flamingo lot. Knees are opening. Sir Ian McKellen already in full flamingo in the flight look. Men never open the knees when they're coming down. They just push the knees forward. Just like when they're walking. We just come down knees forward. We never open our knees. Women have to open the knees coming downstairs. When it's a natural posture like that. If a woman's forcing her knees together, she risks falling. But I'm not saying that a woman can't come down the stairs with her knees together. Just like a man can come down opening his knees in a natural position like these are walking now without a care in the world. You see the true body shape, and that's a woman. Full minch, Jared, I love your work. Full shoulder twist, hip twist and shoulder tilt. Look at this. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but if the Satanists, and this is what they do in the open, I can't imagine what they do behind the closed doors. Tell me, which one of them's got a jawbone that could sink a battleship? Look at that cannonball head on the right. In the small picture, I was drawn straight away to that milky cannonball. That's a big girl. Was that a girl? Oh, it's because he was in. He's in a wheelchair. I didn't realise. It's still big though. She's still big. Ian McKellen. We're done, right? Is that him there? Is that really him? Sir Ian McKellen? No, that's Anthony Hopkins in full mince. Surely that's Anthony Hopkins. I swear down that's Anthony Hopkins. It is. That's Judi Dench. I'd have said that was Diana Rigg. Surely they've messed the names up here. Because that is not Sir Ian McKellen. And that is not Dame Judi Dench. It doesn't look like Dame Judi Dench. It looks like Diana Rigg. Right, let's come back. Right, we're done. Ian McKellen. Is that him there? Tiny rib cage. I think that might be him when he was younger. I don't know. We're done anyway. Ian McKellen is definitely on the list. Ian McShane, Ian McKellen. There you go. Ian McKellen. Is that what? Yeah, how are we spelling that? Ian McKellen. I spelled it right. Shut up, you divs. Tweet. Right. Next. Horatio Kane. That's not his name. It's David Caruso. David Caruso. Although his character's got two first names, Horatio and Kane. Images. I'm so glad I picked Horatio and not Kane. Oh, I've got to cut out Ian McKellen. 1 second. There we go. Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen. I said I've spelled it wrong. No, I haven't. Shut up. Right, it's done. We're looking at David Caruso from CSI. Of all the shows, imagine that I named Horatio after this character, not Horatio Nelson, not Horatio Hornblower. I named him after this character. Because I'd never heard the name Horatio before. I'm so glad I didn't call him Kane. And when I looked up the meaning of it, it means to be punctual. Horatio, Horario. In Spanish, Portuguese is Horario, right? Horario. This Horatio doesn't look like my Horatio. My Horatio's got big teeth. Deep set eyes with a thick brow bone. And this one's got close set eyes, pink lips, high set ears, no jawbone, no trachea, and a big flat five head. Is that her now? Oh, life hasn't been very kind to you lately. She's put some timber on the girl. Short arms. She's got miscoloured hands. Really, really miscoloured. I know she's pale, but her hands are like whiter than white. Oh, what are the chances you're going to be doing the old turkey tree father? Right there. Horatio Kent. I want a good picture of your face. That'll do. Caruso. Look how deep that philtrum is. It literally looks like a wound. I was going to say a vagina, but it looks like a wound. She's got misconcepted eyes, look. They're in different time zones. One eye's higher. She got close set eyes. She got widest in the hairline, not in the cheekbones. She got small, high set ears. She's a little ginger ninja. David Caruso. Remember, these are actors. They're not real people. I'm not talking about David Caruso as a person. I'm just talking about the actor, the liar, is what I'm talking about right here. I don't know David or any of these celebrities personally, so I can't cast any aspersions on any of them because I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't know what these people are going through. If it's all of their own free will, may God have mercy on their souls. That's the Jesus Christ. That's the Christ in me. May God still forgive you. We're all guilty of sin, and these people have committed the worst ones. You know, the most heinous crimes that are happening in the world happen because these people allow it. They pretend to be police officers. They pretend to be politicians and presidents and prime ministers and military leaders. They've taken all the jobs. Anywhere where you could possibly have an influence on life and make it better for people, one of these people sit at that chair and make sure nothing ever happens. Nothing happens at all. David Caruso is part of the acting show. They said that as long as you give them bread and circus, they'll never revolt. As long as you've got food and entertainment, you'll never revolt. It's the truth. People are captivated by these idols. I was once. Look at the size of that head. I don't know who that is. Regulatory Ramblings podcast. I don't know who you are, but that is a Chromedomian, and you've got a sloping jawline with small dentures and tiny high set ears. We're looking at this one now. He's got exactly the same facial features. A Chromedomian, tiny high set ears, close set eyes, pink lips, and no jaw. Look, where's your jaw at? Look at a real man. Right, I'm a real man. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. This is my face. 12 years ago, when I was 40, I had that picture taken. Look at my jawbone. Look at the squareness. Look at the line. Look at the shadow casting capabilities of it. It's a big, long, male jawbone, but this looks nothing like mine. Look, subcutaneous layers of fat, just like a girl gets. And they look the same all the way through, right? They look like this when they're younger, as well as older. They have subcutaneous. They have that small face just doesn't go away. Look how small. Look how soft that face looks. The gaze. Just look at the eyes. Bright eyes, burning like fire. David Caruso is 68. Well, you're going to meet your maker, and then your maker's going to send you to your false god. The one that pretended, gave you all this fame and fortune, promised you in the hereafter he would look after you. Walking. David Caruso runs like a girl, elbows out, arms down. Oh, hang on, Ian McKellen. I didn't put Caruso in the back file, did I? David C.A. That should find you. Away you go. We're looking at David Caruso. Look at that shoulder tilt. You are seeing this, right? The hunched down woman. There's a nice one. Game over. I can't see your feet, but I don't need it because I can already see it in your face. The trolls and shills out there will tell you that the skulls don't work. They work perfectly when used with a picture in ratio to this scale. So if you've got a real big close-up picture of someone, i.e. David Caruso, you're going to find that it won't fit. But when you get that perfect 50-50 picture, that one's too small. Even though it's too small, when you bring in them skulls, the female's still going to match quicker. You'll see it because of the big 5 head and the close set eyes. But when you get that perfect 50-50 picture, more like that, where there's space below it and space above it, because that's what you've got in this picture. Look, you've got space above it and space below it. But if you was just to move these skulls upwards, look, to the top, the jaw would stop about halfway, look, there. And it'd be what we call a 50-50, where half of the picture is face and half of it is space. And once you get used to doing this, you can spot these pictures and you just bring them skulls in. You just bring them skulls in and you get an instant answer. I'm telling you, I've been doing it for 6 years. Well, skull checking for 4. I've been doing this for 6. But it took me 2 years of research to get me even close to wanting to start producing videos for people to consume and acknowledge. Is that really David Caruso? I thought she was smaller than that. Rule number 1 in forensics, watch the knees. Knees apart versus knees together, look. That is how subtle it really is. And for a newbie, they'll be saying, no, look, the knee and the foot's pointing forward. The knee isn't, though. It's still going outwards. Like, you can see the shadow and light where the knee's wanting to flick outwards. Because it's coming back in is what it's doing. There, David Caruso, full mince. There's another one, full mince. Inline footfall. Tightrope walker, look. Small feet as well, look. And another one, David Caruso, inline footfall. Soon as you learn these gaits, the male from the female, it's game over. Even if you can't do the skulls. Skulls take longer, it really does, folks, because they add bits onto the female and take bits off the male. You have to get used to this ratio of big teeth, far apart eyes. The blending only works because you didn't know about it. You didn't know about the 5 head, the short arms, the lack of knuckles, the inline footfall. You didn't know about these things, but once you know about them, it changes the way you look at this world. It changes the way you look at people. You won't just be doing this with celebrities, you'll be doing it with people around you. You can't help but do it. Because there are people out there that'll tell you that you're absolutely surrounded by them. And we are, technically, because they rule the world. But in terms of ruling over the people, that's what they want. There's no fun in it for them if they're the masses. It's the small percentage ruling over the whole world. That's the power. Tightrope walker. What's the chances? Is that you, David Caruso, right there? It's not, is it? It's an inline footfall, though, whoever it is. Mark Harmon. Is that really Mark Harmon? Sydney Sweeney. No, don't you toot me there. I don't want to go there. And we're done. David Caruso. To the back file. Tweet. Bush. Bosch. David Cameron. David Carrera. David Caruso. I've got 2 David Carusos. Look. David Cassidy. We got loads of them. David Caruso. DC. Devil's Child. I almost missed it. DC in the name as well. Devil's Child. Let's cut that one out. Let's add a new one. David Caruso for this channel. David Caruso. David Caruso. DC code. Create. Right, next. Right there. Let's go back up this list. Clive Owen did that one. Ilona Meyer. Who's that? Is that the rugby player? It is. Ilona Mayer. Yeah, we can do this one. It's not famous, but it's such a name to put up there. Ilona Mayer. Let me just put Mayer in the back file. Maher. Find. Away it goes. Whilst it searches for Ilona, we'll look at the cannonball skull. Tell me, does that look like an egg-shaped face? Does that look like a woman's body? Oof! That's a big fella, isn't it, that one? I'll tell you what, if you pushed in front of me at the toilet, I won't mind. Off you go, sir. You can go first. You first, sir. Images. Oh my word. How it passes. Oh my gosh. Where does the baby come from? Where does the baby come from? They're not hips. That's not a womb. It's called womb man, because you've got a woo in front of your man. You've got a woo man. A woman. That's just straight up man, that is. Beefcake. Just imagine if they let him get big. They ain't even let him get big. I know blokes that look like that and they don't work out. Just big, strong men. Because it's a natural trait of being a man, right? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you now, right? I don't care how drunk I was. I would never, ever, ever get in a taxi and go home with that. Didn't even give him tits, did they? They just went, get out there alone. They won't notice. What we'll do is we'll tuck your penis right up there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna learn to push your testicles inside yourself and then slap your penis between your bum cheeks and then sellotape it all together. You know when you take like a ball of elastic bands? Something like that is what I'm trying to describe to you. It looks like a bear's nest. I can't imagine. But that right there, you're not kidding anyone, Ilona. That's just a bloke. They didn't even give him a full bikini look. You're a full-grown man, but we're going to put you in the bikini of an 11-year-old girl. Oh gosh, it's just a bloke. It's just a bloke all day long. That's not a womb look. Position of hip, right there. Belly button sits right above it, just like mine. Women, if that was a woman, she'd have the knickers up here somewhere. The bread basket, the womb itself, is it's substantially bigger than that of a man's, because we don't give birth. We don't expect to have a life form growing in our lower abdomen. It's a gift from God, it really is. Why on... You gotta be kidding me, right? If you can't see that's a dude right there, honestly, I can't help you. Look at the rectangle shaped eyes. Look at the short sloping forehead. The large low set ears. The giant mouth. The horse teeth. The male bicep. Imagine if they let him get big, right? Even if he got big, he wouldn't get that 25-inch circumference that Schwarzenegger and them get, because he's got male attributes, male muscles. It's a different shape because we have a longer arm, we have a longer muscle. And the woman has a shorter arm, she has a wider muscle because she has a bingo wing. There's no bingo wing there, is there? You could plumb buildings in with the flatness of that bicep. Right there, if you want to believe. Do you know who he reminds me of? Gina Davis. I'm seeing Gina Davis in the teeth. But right there, I'm looking at a huge dude who's passing himself off as a woman. Nope. Never. Before, that would have fooled me. I just thought, oh, it's a bodybuilding woman. But it's not. It's actually a dude, a cross-dressing dude. And I've said it before. If this is your choice and it's your happiness and your freedom, I am not here to stop you. I'll advise you, you shouldn't do it because God exists. But if you wanted to do this to yourself, the world's yours. You can do as you like. But I warn you, God exists. But this person didn't have a choice. This boy, whoever his real name is, it's not Ilona, that's for sure. I'll call you Ivan because you look like fucking Ivan. My name is Ivan Drago. I come to kill Rocky. Look at the clavicles. Look at the beefcake shoulder. Look at the size of them shoulders. Look at the thickness of this neck. They're not sloping shoulders at all, are they? That's just a huge man. And he's still not at full tilt. Imagine if they let him flex and lift. The size of him. He'd look like that. Who's that? Well, he looks pretty manly there, doesn't he? Who's that MMA star? Gina Carrera. Oh my gosh. Gina Carrera. See, men can have a big ass. They've got big asses. Men have big asses, but they don't look chicken nom-nommy, do they? They don't look... I don't want to get down behind Ilona Maha and go, not once. That is a flat man ass. It's a big man ass, but it's a flat man ass. That does not look like two ostrich eggs tucked inside a blue silk hanky. And that right there, that's just... Don't tell me he went on Dancing with the Stars, did he? Is that his partner? He's a big fellow, isn't he? A big girl. Luisa Madrigal. Luisa, I don't know if that's Ilona or Luisa. It's more of a Lewis than it is a Louisa, I'll tell you. I don't even know where you want me to start. Look at the rectangle-shaped eyes. The brow bone running across the top of the eye into the corner of the eye socket, look. Huge, deep-set eyes. Large ears, low set, massive mouth, a jawline. You know what I mean? Samson himself would have been jealous of that jawline. And the short sloping forehead of a man. That right there is a dude. I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt. I'll bet both my testicles on it. That's how sure I am that that is a man. Tilda's cows come home. Final answer. I don't even need to see his gait. His face and his head alone. Just look at the squareness of that head. But they've done this worldwide. All the football teams are women and all the female rugby team players are the actual male team. It's like the Americans have never had a male president. You've also never watched a Super Bowl won by men. Same for all the soccer players. You've never watched a World Cup played by men. You've been watching the women's division. Oof. Why are his shoulder blades in the middle of his back? It looks like he's had his bottom, his actual arse cheeks pulled up to his shoulder blades. He's got two bums. One of them's in the middle of his back. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. Final answer. Ilona Mayer. See if we can get him walking. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. We're done right there. That's a dude. Straight legs, knees together. Look at the long straight legs of a man. And there, look at it. There is no woman there. That is not a woman. That's a dude. It's a giant dude with cow's buttocks injected into his own buttocks. Oh my gosh. Are we done? Are we done? Ilona Mayer's a man. We just need walking pictures, Ilona. Walking. He is massive, isn't he? He truly is a big fella. Look, dude, look at the size of his hands. Why is he pointing down? Why is he doing the baffo pointing down? Look. Oh, sweet jumping jelly beans. Imagine going on a blind date. She says, I'm going to turn up in a black dress. The straps will be hanging off my shoulders. And you go in with this vision of a woman. You know, like beautiful big open eyes, small mouth, long slender neck, narrow sloping shoulders, and widest at the bottom there. And this thing steps in before your very vision. It's time to run. Grab your coat. Taxi for Poncho! I'm telling you now. We're going to have to ring Wildlife and Fisheries. Hello, Wildlife and Fisheries. You reckon they are? Size 12s? I'm only size 9. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a dude. Final answer. Straight leg, knees pushing forward, foot pushing forward. Everything about that is man. It is. Look at that male gaze. Look at the jawline. He could literally eat his way out of a trash can. He could. If you sealed him inside a trash can, he'd eat his way out of it. I'm telling you now. Oh, my word. Glorious male buttocks. I got shot, son. Where'd you get shot, son? In me fake buttocks. Oh, it's a belly dancer with no boobs. There's the rest of the squad. Well, they don't look like lesbians, do they? Look at that one. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, I'm telling you. Oh, gosh. Whose choice was this? You're making me want to vomit. Oh, my word. It doesn't get any better, does it? Look at the clavicles. Look at the jawbone. Take me home. Flip-flop roads. All the way. It's a man. Final answer. Getty Images. Straight legs. Needs to have a space between his feet. And doing the baffo. Doing the dirty baffo right before our eyes. We're done. That is just a giant dude with literally no boobs. Oh, look at that. They've put Wonder Woman. Well, Wonder Woman's a bloke as well. This is the Wonder Woman. You understand? It's a man. The supermodel. It's a man. That's why he's super. You wonder how you didn't notice these things before. I'll tell you why. Because you grew up in an inverted world where everybody on screen is flipped so you don't notice. That's why natural people can't go up against them or be seen on screen with them, because you'll pick out the big ones. We're done. Ilona Meyer is a giant of a man. Take that picture. Yeah, we said we're on our way. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Imagine, fellas. I'm talking to the fellas now. Fellas, you've got drunk. Right, you've got drunk. You've picked up Ilona Meyer by mistake. Drunk. Heavily drunk. To the point you've gone home, you've had sex with him. You wake up in the morning in your drunken stupor. Your eyes are sticky. You're stretching, right? You're stretching. You put your foot out and you rub against the foot this big. Then bend. You haven't looked at him yet. All you can feel is this. Look at the size of that foot. I've got size 9 feet. And if I was to put my foot underneath his foot, my toes would stop about here. The thought don't worth thinking about, does it, folks? Ilona Meyer is a dude, and how that skinny little bitch there picked him up on Strictly Come Dancing, I do not know. We're going to skip the heavy lifting today. We'll be no dirty dancing. You won't be diving up in the air and me catching you at all. Well, in fact, we'll do it the other way around. You catch me. Oh, he's a beefcake. Ilona Meyer. That's a dude. Final answer. Oh, gosh. Images. Ilona Meyer. Woo. There he is. I've got Bill Mayer. I've got Mahershala Ali, whoever that is, Mahershala Ali, and I've got you. And I used that picture. Do you know what? That right there, that's the real Brock Lesnar. That is. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. Oops, my bad. Ilona. How do you spell this? Ilona. Is it ha? Ilona. Ilona. May. Ha. There you go. I missed the end. Ilona Mayer. There you go. Tweet. There we go. Pink. Next, let's cut that one out. I put an H in there. It shouldn't have been there. It's just Ilona. Dang it, I can't touch it because it's Twitter. Right, anyway. We're looking at... Oh, I didn't pick one. 1 second. Let's go back up the list. Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mother. Don't take the piss. Told you I want famous people. Also Wales. Who is also Wales? Do you mean Orson Welles? Also Wales. It can't be, can it? Orson Welles, look. Do you see that, Tubbs? I'm quicker than Google. I knew you meant Orson Welles, look, before I even looked. Also Wales, and it came up Orson Welles, look. It knew who you wanted. Orson Welles. I can't really say no, can I? Because Orson Welles is a big name. I ain't cut out Ilona Mayer. 1 second. Damn, that is a big fella. There we go. Ilona Mayer. Spell his name right. Ilona Mayer. Maher. There you go. Now we've done it. Right, back. Let's go after the next one. Orson Welles, or as Tubbs calls him, also Wales. He might as well be. He's as big as the country Wales. Orson Welles, also known as Wales. Stop it. Right, anyway. You've got closer eyes. You've got a dial M for Masons. You've got a flat forehead. I'm lacking brow bone. You've got no jawbone. Orson Welles. When he's younger, you can really see it there. Oh, I'm just a lesbian in comfortable shoes smoking a pipe. Till the cows come home. Do you know what he looks like? I'm seeing two people. I'm seeing Jimmy Cagney, you dirty rat. I'm seeing Marlon Brando. Are the two faces I'm seeing. High set ears, closer eyes, deep philtrum. She's got a wide forehead. There it is, look. If you don't believe me, look at that 5 head. Men are widest here. It looks like a diamond shape when you look at a man's face because he's widest in the middle. When looking at a woman's, because she's widest in the hairline, it looks like an egg. Or, in this case, a Tic Tac. My head does not look like a sodding Tic Tac. We're looking at Orson Welles, or as Tubbs calls him, also Wales. There she is, doing the dirty baffo. She looks like she's in the mafia there. She looks like Paulie. She looks like a Paulie. Hey, I'm going to talk to Paulie. Paulie's going to put a mark on the man. Orson Welles, John Candy looking. I mean, I don't know how much a cigar like that costs. Probably more than a day's wages to most people. But these spoilt, I can only call them spoilt, nobodies. And they are nobodies to me because once I realised who they are, the nobody... Oh, look, one-eyed symbolism. Tell me you're with Satan winking your eye at me. The nobodies. They're only famous because they pushed it on you and you believed the famous story. Now that I know the truth, none of these people are famous to me. None of them are sacred to me. None of them are idolised by me anymore. For I have seen the light. I now know the truth. It set me free. These people are not famous to me anymore. I don't care If they made some good films and some good actors played good roles, they don't mean anything to me other than they used to be a part of my life and thinking. Now I don't think about these people twice. Whereas before, I'd have been polite, if not courteous, to these people. Now they wouldn't get a time of day from me. You'd be lucky. And it's not a lack of Jesus at all. It's just, Jesus said, don't cast your pearls among the swine, meaning don't give information to these people that are going to scoff at you, because they already know the truth. Nothing I say or do will change Orson Minds Wells. Orson Welles' mind. Nothing I say or do, because Orson Welles grew up thinking this is okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe he didn't think it was okay. I've got no idea. Again, I'm casting aspersions. Look at the male jaw. Looks just like mine, look. And then look. Soft subcutaneous layers of fat. Rounded, soft faces of women. There's a certain amount of sorrow that I do feel for these people, as I've said before, because they were children once, and this was done without regard. And then somewhere in the life, you have to tell this boy that he's a boy, really, not a girl. And you have to tell this girl, especially when she gets to a teenage age and she starts to menstruate, you've got to tell her she's a girl. So somewhere along the lines, they tell them what they are. And then as adults, they go along with the show. They become actors. They become politicians. And they masquerade that things are being done in the world when nothing's being done ever. Tell me one thing that's changed in your lifetime. Orson Welles. She's got a big old 5 head, squashed down face. I don't know who that is. His wife, Rita Hayworth. He married Rita Hayworth. Did he really? Or is they just dating or something? I didn't know Orson Welles. I thought Orson Welles was gay. Or is that someone else I'm thinking of? The other one. I can't remember his name. The one that looks like Stephen Fry. That one was the gay one, wasn't it? Bravado. I can't remember his name. I thought Orson Welles was gay. I never realised he was in a relationship with Rita Hayworth. I've just got one question, Orson. Why on earth do your trousers go up? Why is your tie stopping at your belly button where your trousers are? It's impossible. If that was a man, his trousers would be down here somewhere. You know it would, fellas. We have long legs, long bodies. He looks like... Look how flat that face is. Look at the flat 5 head. The tiny ears. The deep philtrum. The lack of a jawbone. Looks like the Jezebel. Does there as well. 5 head, widest in hairline, close set coffee bean eyes, high set ears, small dentures, sloping jawline, pointed chin. This goes right back in time. Rita Hayworth's got the big... Look how low set those ears are. He's got the square jaw, look. This one's got no jaw. Orson Welles walking. Did I put Orson in the back file? Nope. Let's see if he's there. Orson. Mark Colin Orson. Come in, Orson. Nano, nano. We're looking at Orson Welles, who's got one of those haunting voices, doesn't she? She did a lot of famous narratives. Inline footfall. Orson Welles is a girl. Same here with a foot and knee twisted outlook to 4 o'clock. She looks like a woman. Look at that stride. She's got the Mark Zuckerberg curl on the calf look. You know, I've shown you lots of times. Is only women's legs do this because of the position of them. Oh, there's a famous shot. Look at that. Charlie Chaplin. Orson Welles. Is that another one there? It is from Ski Whiff. Chubby Wubby was a woman. I get no kick from champagne. Closer eyes, dial M for Masons. High set ears, small mouth. It looks like Bernard Blessed. Blessed. Is it Bernard Blessed? What do they call him? Yeah, I think that's him. The one who goes, whoa! The one with the deep voice. I like that FTM. She makes me laugh my head off. Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed on Have I Got News For You. There's an hour-long special, and that hour-long had me in bits from start to finish. She does make me laugh, that one. I think Jim Carrey could make me laugh quite a lot if I met her. I think she could make me laugh. That's not Orson Welles, is it? Who's that? I keep seeing it there. I don't know, but that's a Mega Mints. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Rhythm is gonna get ya. Game over. Orson Welles is a bitch. Proven by the way she walks. Back file. Awesome. And there she is. Orson Welles. I'm seeing a bit of Jackie Gleason. Is it Jackie Gleason? Yeah. Buford T. Justice in there. Orson Welles. Orson Welles. Soft eyes. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. Who's playing CSI with me? Next. Bink. Also Wales. Right, where am I? I'm back. Let's have a look down this list. Also Wales was the last one I saw. Let's come down. Pat Morita. You're lucky I even saw that. You don't even put my name there for me to see it. Pat Morita. But I do know who you're talking about. The little kung fu woman from Karate Kid. Go on then. We'll do Pat Morita. Why not? Do you know what? I don't even know if I've got Pat Morita in the back file. You might have found one. I haven't done here. Orson Welles. Let me just cut Orson Welles out. Oh my gosh, this mouse. Just work. If you don't do it, that'll do. I don't care. Orson Welles. Orson Welles. Usually I can catch it on a picture of them. Orson Welles. Also known as Wales. Alright, Orson Welles on the list. Next up, the Karate Kid's master, teacher. She's only a little woman, isn't she? She is only little, isn't she? Pat Morita. The egg face. Do you know who she looks like there? Who does that look like to me? See if anyone can guess who that looks like to me. But the person I'm thinking of does a film or an act where she's got this moustache that really looks like her, but I can't think. Oh, what do they call that? Oh, I know it is. It looks like someone to me. Who does that look like? Another actor. So Ralph Macchio, this was a big film when I was a child, and I didn't get to watch films till I ended up in care. So I missed out on everything. BMX Bandits, E.T., everybody else got to see. I think the only film we saw was one Christmas. Someone gave us some money and we went and saw Ghostbusters. When Ghostbusters came out, 1980 something. I think that's the only time I went to the movies as a treat. Yeah. Anyway, we're looking at Pat Morita. One of the most famous scenes in the world is Ralph Macchio, who's look at them pants, who's doing the one-legged kick from the films on a stump or whatever. He does a one-legged kick from one leg's on the floor, one's off the ground, and he kicks with the leg that's on the ground, something like that. Did you guess it? Laura Lee Chapados. No, that's not who we're talking about. Charles Bronson. Oh, no, not Charles Bronson. As if you didn't think he looks like Kevin Spacey. That's a good guess. He's got the same head shape and egg as Kevin Spacey. I agree. It's not Kevin Spacey, though. I can't believe you didn't guess it. It was Rob Schneider. Roy Schneider. No, don't wind me up. Rob Schneider. No, Rob Scheider. Not Schneider. Scheider. That's the one. That's the one I'm seeing. And now I just need a tash. Mustache. Images. You got me one that's good. That's pretty close, I guess. There. That's who I'm seeing. Ready? Un, deux, trois. That's who I'm seeing. I'm seeing Rob Schneider. The reason for this being, I know this is an Asian woman. Rob Schneider's is Jewish. Is Jewish, isn't he? She. Is a Jewish woman. What we're looking at is the same skull. Okay? So when they... Juice Bigelow, American Gigolo, I know, amazing film. That's a huge bit, Janabelle. When they split the faces and say Morgan Freeman is Jimi Hendrix, they're doing exactly this. They're taking a female skull, because they look similar. They take the female skull, half of Rob's face, and then they blend it in with half of his face, and you get a match. Because what you've done is blended that face together. You've chopped that face twice, and then put the two pieces back together. Right, anyway, we're doing Pat Morita, the Karate Kid's teacher. I don't know how many pictures we've got. Hang on, I didn't even put Pat Morita in the back file. Wait, I honestly don't remember ever doing this. You might have got me here. Pat Morita, moment of glory. Let's see, it's searching. Whilst it searches, we'll do a face check. It's an egghead. They're just stuck on. They're not real eyebrows, are they? He's got no brow bone. His eyes are open. His eye sockets are rounded. He's got small, high-set ears. She's got a flat five head. Dial M for Masons is in there. And she's got a small, rounded chin of a woman. My head is not shaped like a sodding tic-tac. Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is. We're looking at Pat Morita. From the Karate Kid. I'll tell you what, I don't know what they're feeding the Girl Scouts in America. But they should be giving some of that rice to Asia for the men. That's a big... If that's a girl, I'd be very surprised, wouldn't you? It reminds me of the person we just looked at, Ilona Meyer. I think that might be Pat Morita's rugby team. All right, we're looking at Pat Morita, who's obviously an Asian woman. Ralph Macchio's a girl also. What we're looking for is Pat Morita's gait. And I have not seen it, not once. This worries me when I can't see him. That means they're not very famous. I mean, he's not very famous, but he's famous for one role and one role only, right? And that's the Karate Kid. That's right, it's Mrs. Miyagi, not Mr. Mrs. Miyagi's got no gates. This is not looking good. I wonder if Sean's done this one. If you have, Sean, and you're listening to this one, post me the gate, will you? Oh, there's something there. Is that it? It is. Elbows out and down, look. Same with this one. Jay Leno. Look at the queue line on Mrs. Miyagi. But that is truly it. I think that might be the only gate, you know. Let's try street. I really do think I'm not going to get this one, folks. Nope. What was that? Stop the bus. That his husband? No, that's... Look at the Adam's apple on him. That's... I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But he's got a big set of teeth, hasn't he? Electra. No. I can't remember her name. Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. Pat Morita and Hilary Swank. Oh, that's Hilary Swank. No, I wasn't thinking of Hilary Swank. I was thinking of Garnet. Oh, Garner. Jennifer Garner. I thought that was Jennifer Garner. Look how similar Hilary Swank is to Jennifer Garner. I thought that was Jennifer Garner for a second. It's not Jessica Biel. Jessica Garner. It is Jessica Garner. It's not Jessica Biel, is it? Jessica Garner. The one who played Electra. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. No, not Jessica Garner. Jennifer, you did. That's you putting me off, Jessica. Jennifer Tosser. That's the one I'm thinking of. That's who I thought it was. Look at the similarities. Again, because it's a male skull with wide-ass cheekbones, that's exactly what I thought. It was a young Jennifer Garner. It's not. It's Hilary Swank. But look how similar the two look. And before Fittish Flat Earther makes a video saying Hilary Swank is Jennifer Garner, Pat Morita, he's not giving me niche. I'm done. Backfile, please be there. And she's not. She's not there. How many gates did I get on this little lady? Oh, Marlowe, that stinks, you stinky little spaniel. Airport. Please have a mince. There's not. I haven't even got an airport picture. Look, not even famous enough to be caught coming through the airport. What's that? Yeah, there's literally no gates on this person. How many did I get? 2, maybe. Let's have a look. No, I've got 1 and it's running. I'll take it because I ain't done this one. Save image. Let's go back. Grab your face, Pat. Do you know what? I'll take the 2 of you and skull check the pair of you. I don't care. Dink. Pat Morita fails forensics. There's only 1 gate. I haven't done it, so I've got nothing to post on it. Let's put up your next request. Pat Morita. You make me feel mighty real. Jimmy Somerville. Imagine a fight between those two. Oh yeah, Gabby Garcia and Alona Mayer. Yeah, that'd be a real boxing match, wouldn't it, mate? Not like these girls we see fighting. Mike Tyson, who I thought was the heavyweight champion of the world. Who was it? You make me feel... Jimmy Somerville. Do you know what? He looks just like the one we've just done. He looks like Mr. Miyagi. There. Jimmy Somerville. Look at that 5-head. Oh, let me just pick out Pat Morita. Pat Morita from the Karate Kid. It's not much of an investigation, I know. But it is what it is. If we can't find the gates, I don't go trolling through all the videos. I can't be bothered. I already know it's all of them, you understand? I don't need the gate to know it's all of them because I've done 20,000 celebrities already. I've got the biggest collection of memes in the world to prove it. And they're all yours, free of charge. Bink. Bosch, done. Pat Morita, next. Jimmy Somerville. Make me feel mighty real. You make me feel. That's as high as I can get it. I cannot. Oh my gosh. I could literally show a movie. What did they call them? IMAX. He's got an IMAX forehead. Jimmy Somerville, FTM, also part-times as a movie cinema. Drive-through. You pull up and they show movies on his forehead. Jimmy Somerville, that's an egghead, right? You can see this giant look. Look, men have sloping short foreheads. Women have massive bellowing five heads. Which one of them skulls do you think that could be? Just remember, there are people out there that'll tell you that the skulls don't work. You think so? You don't think the skulls work? Is that what you're telling me? What you're telling me is me and rational people with high IQs cannot tell the difference between a big face and a little face with a big forehead. You're telling me I can't see a little face with a big forehead when I see it? You're having a laugh. You're having a G, Raph. Jimmy Somerville is so FTM, it's unreal. This is one of them ones where you don't even need a gate. It's just automatic. That's a woman. Yeah, a T-file scientist, yes. Jimmy S should find you. Away it goes. Whilst it searches for Jimmy Somerville in the back file, we'll go gate shopping. Did I do a dial M for Masons? A 5 head? It's got to be a 5. That's a 6 head. Close set eyes, high set ears, small dentures, pink lips. Look at the triangle shape that forms in the bottom of a woman's face. You only get this triangle shape lot with a woman because the jaw slopes. With the man, that doesn't do justice to what a real male skull looks like. Where's my two skulls? There. That is what the male jaw looks like, look, compared to the woman's sloping, narrow, pointed chin jaw. That is the difference in the male and female skulls. Back one pick. So when you see it, you'll know it. That's just a woman with a chin implant. She's had a chin implanted onto her own chin. She went for the old bumhole in the chin look. She's got a long top lip like Schindler. She's got no brow bone. She got a flat forehead. I told you I could show a movie on it. There's no trachea. And it literally explains they don't care what wall it is as long as it's stood in front of masonry. I forgot what I was going to say. But you cannot undo this training. I implore you to learn to do it for yourself using an app and on a computer or on a phone. And you'll be able to do it for yourself. You won't need my help. I'm here just to teach you how to do it. You should be able, after a few weeks, you should be able to do this. Or at least you should be walking on your own. Maybe not running with it, but walking with it easy, no props. You should have no trouble explaining it to people. Because I've shown you how it's done. I've shown you what the faces should look like. And when you see that wrong face, it stands out. And when it comes to singing, you make me feel. Jimmy Somerville was full falsetto, right? That's what they call that singing style, falsetto. Because it's a woman. It's a long-faced, skinny-jawed woman. Final answer. They passed this one off as a gay man. Like Elton John and whoever else, but it's over. It really is. For any FTM that looks like that, especially when they bump into someone like us, it's over. We see you straight away. It's an egghead. Final answer. We need Jimmy Somerville's gates walking. Is that you there, Jimmy? No, it looks like Harry Enfield, but I've got a strange diamond in your legs there that men don't get. Is that you there, Jimmy? It is. Full mince from the rear. She's got big hips. Look at the size of those thighs. Makes me feel mighty real. And again with the big panties. Oh my, look at this one. This one's no better, is it? Rounded, closer eyes, dial M for Masons, widest in the hairline. You can see literally where the skull bellows outwards, look, on each side. The skull bellows outwards, just from above the eye, look, well, from side of the eye. It bellows outwards. is exactly what this one's doing. Closer eyes. Game over. We can see you. Jimmy Somerville's got no gates. Shut up. Shut up. Don't tell me it's another one I ain't done. Street. I remember doing this one. There. Jimmy Somerville. It's a female Bigfoot. I don't know who she is, doing the old dirty baffo, but she's got a broken leg, inline footfall. So's the bodyguard, the little bodyguard in the background, look, with the shoulder tilt and the diamond showing in her legs. Makes me feel mighty real. Mark Armand, there's another one, look. Closer eyes, tiny ears, widest in the hairline, small oh my gosh, look at them together. Can we get a bigger picture? Please? Yay! We'll take that picture, Jimmy. We'll definitely be taking that picture. Let's I don't even know what to say. Where do you want me to start? The triangle shape in the bottom of the both of the mouths, look. That's the starter. The sloping jaw of a woman, look. It forms a triangle, look. See it? And that's exactly what I've got on both of them. This beautiful little triangle. Because they both got pink lips and small mouths. Then I got these soft eyes with no brow bones, look. Then I've got these. Isn't as bad. But look at that belter. Jimmy Somerville literally looks like someone plasticine moulded his head. He literally looks like he was made of Play-Doh when he was born and someone sculpted it. I'm done. Jimmy Somerville's a woman, proven by his egghead. I can't believe there's no gates for Jimmy. Backfile. What we got? Jimmy Bullard, Jimmy Buffy, Jimmy Carr, Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Connors, Jimmy Fallon. No, further down. Who are we doing? Jimmy Somerville, S. Jimmy Savile, Jimmy Sitz, Jimmy Somerville. You make me feel mighty real. We're done. Jimmy Somerville, give me that. Makes me feel mighty real. Jimmy Tarbuck, there's an old one. That egghead there, that skull fits like a glove because of the five head. Jimmy Somerville, come here. Jimmy Somerville. Some are vile. Some are vile. Maybe it's the truth. Maybe they are literally vile. Not all of them. Some of them are literally vile. That is Soft Cell. Mark Armand, Soft Cell. What did he sing with Gene Pitney? Something's gotten into my life, cutting its way through my dreams like a knife. Gene Pitney. We won't like Gene Pitney. I used to think she was nasal. Right, anyway, let's come back. Jimmy Somerville is a girl. I couldn't find the gates, but the memes got them. The one I just... But did I show them? I don't know if I showed the gates. Sorry. You should have seen them anyway when it was on screen, but there they are. 3 gates for Jimmy Somerville. Sparse, but I don't need them. Got an upside down egghead. End of story. Bye-bye, egghead. Next. Mighty real. Where am I? Next one I can see is Skyrim, Khabib. No, we've already done it. Haven't we done Khabib? I swear down I've done Khabib Nurmagomedov. Copy. Khabib. Oh, you've done it wrong. Get rid of that. Bink. Let's take it again. Makes me feel mighty real. G2G Punch. That's not right. Give me the full name. That's better. Paste. Search. You make me feel. Well, apparently I haven't done him. Did I not do it? I swear down I remember doing it just recently. Or was it a different one? Maybe it was a different one. Right, let me have a look in the back file. Paste. Yeah, it's not coming up, is it? No. Alright, back to the top. MMA fighter. This ain't gonna last because they don't have any pictures. Skull check only. High set ears, close set eyes, dial M for Mason, small mouth, pink lips, Cupid's bow. I can't see the jawline there, but I know it's sloping, it's soft. She's got V-shaped clavicles, and where I'm really pointing at is, look how it bows inwards, look. You can see the shape of it there, look. Again, you can see it more here, look. It bows inwards on each side. She got wonky, necrotic nipples. That doesn't even look like a nipple, does it, that one? Pound for pound, she's probably the best MMA fighter in the world at walking. But there are no gates. We did look at this one before. We've done it before. There were no pictures of Khabib Nurmagomedov at walking. So, yeah. Now I remember, it's every time you ask me for these people, because there's just no gates. Literally none. That was walking. Oh, I didn't spell it right. Let's do it again. And that's you. There's your gate right there. You're lucky to even see it, look. Where he beat Connett. Diamond in the legs, inline footfall, shoulder tilted. You can say it's because she's being pushed by the ref, but it's not. It's because it's a woman being pushed by the ref, who's also a woman. Yeah, we're done. That's it. It's not worth a video. The same as before. I have got it in the back file, though, I think. You make me feel mighty real. Oh, there's a couple, lot, but it didn't show any of those gates, did it, lot? Khabib Nurmagomedov. That'll do. Tweet. See you later. Boosh. Next. Barry White. Hey, baby. I'll lock the doors and turn the lights down low. White. Barry White. Again, there's no gates on this one, but she is mega famous. Barry White. Let me put that in the back file. Barry White. It's a woman with a beard. Have I not done this one? I swear you've made me do this one already. It better not be there. Barry White. Danny Kaye. But no Barry White. What was that one? Barry White interview. Marion Cotillard. Okay, you got me. Barry White, that's a woman. Final answer. Soft eyes, no brow bone. Chubby cheeks. She's got beautiful lips. There's a bloke right there. The one with the big hands and the big teeth and the square jaw, look. And the far apart, deep set eyes. Compared to Barry's, look, which are close set and open-ended, look. Look how rounded the eye socket is. Look how rectangular this one is, because he's got brow bone, look. This one's got no brow bone. Barry White, you throw like a girl. You look like a girl. Surely that beard's not real. It's just stuck on, Barry. Getty seal of approval. Barry White is definitely a girl. Final answer. On the eyes alone, I failed Barry White. Apparently there are 2 gates on this chunky nut. Who's that? Is that the 3 degrees? Oh my gosh, that one there, you got no chance. He don't look any happier, does he? At least he's trying to smile. I lock the doors and turn the lights down low. Walking. There's one of them. Ski whiff at the airport, look. Straight-legged bloke. Look who's got the bigger smile, even at this distance, look. The bigger face, the wider face and a bigger smile is there, look. She's got a very strange look on her face and walk to her as well. That's one of them. Where's the other one? That might be it right there from Flamingo. I think that's it. I think that's the two gates. Look at those hips. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. Look at those hips. Narrow shoulders, wide hips. It's impossible. Big chicken nom-noms. She must have spat out some babies. I'm a lady. I'm a lady. Barry White. I think that's it. I really do think that's it for Barry White. Let's go up here. Pat Morais. Did I forget to cut out Jimmy Somerville? Look, you requested it and then you let me not make a video about it. It's your fault. We'll skip them. Barry White. Right there. Barry White. Barry White. Bink. Tweet. And they wear the two gates that I found. Look. Jimmy Somerville. Barry White. I didn't cut out Jimmy Somerville, did I? Let's cut out Jimmy Somerville first. You make me feel. I think that's it. There. It is just about there. Jimmy Somerville. Jimmy Somerville. Create. And then the last one, who did I just do? Barry White. Barry White, baby. Come on, Miles, just do it, will you? There we go. Barry White. Barry White. Oh, I missed the E. Barry White. Create. Next. Close that window. Open a new one. Back up this list. Last one I saw was Barry White. That was Anna Souza's. Isaac Cappy. There's not many pictures there for Isaac Cappy. It's a good choice though, because everybody follows the Isaac Cappy account. Isaac Cappy's account follows me on Twitter, apparently, even though she's dead. I've never heard of Isaac Cappy. I don't think there's any gates on this bitch either. He's got big shoulders, bony ass knees and big feet, hasn't he? Isaac Cappy, close set eyes, high set ears. He looks like she looks like she comes from that country I'm not allowed to mention. It's the fuzzy wuzzy hair and all that. All this stuff that this person posted about Tom Hanks and all of it, it's all contrived as far as I'm concerned. If there really were 5 million children going missing in America alone, there'd be outrage. There'd be parents all over the place. At least 5 million dads to deal with. And besides which, they've got underground cities and laboratories and farms, whatever, where they can just farm children. They don't need to take your children. They just have to put stories out there that make you believe your children are in big danger. To put the willies up you. Isaac Cappy is part of that poison, showing these videos, and they are sick videos, you know. That one where they're in like, I don't know, is it a sauna? They're in like a sauna or something, and there's like weird music playing. It's like that Stephen Colbert one. Have you seen that? I didn't mean to let you down. Where the little child visibly flinches when he comes close. That bothers me. That kind of shite. If they are truly hating children in that way, the way they say, God's is gonna punish the living shit out. Excuse me language, but he is. I don't care what you say. He's an all loving, all knowing Father. And even though his one and only begotten Son said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do," he wasn't talking about these ones. If these people are doing this Tom Hanks shit, the red shoes and the children's shoes and all this shite, the Podestas and all the rest of it, if any truth is behind that, may God have mercy on your souls. But I just don't believe it. I just think that it's all contrived. It's all made up. It's all stories. It's you that chose to believe it. All the time, right? When I was a flat earther, they used to bring up the Isaac Capris, all this other stuff. And then when I became a transvestigator, they all still go on about all this other stuff. None of it bothers me. Honestly, it doesn't, because I don't believe in any of it. The only thing I truly believe in, because it's provable, is God's work. He created male and female in his image. And when I look at these faces, I can tell that that's a woman with a 5 head, close set eyes, high set ears, no jawbone. Same here. Close set eyes, a 5 head that bellows outwards look, high set ears, pink lips, and no jawbone. Again and again, this is a woman in disguise. She stands like a woman, it's a kind of hunched on the shoulder look. There are no pictures of Isaac Cappy walking. I know there isn't. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's nothing. There's not a lot I can do. I don't even think she's in the back file, is she? Oh, let me put it in. Cappy. I think there is something, but it's only a skull check and a spine check, maybe. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I've done on this one. We're about to find out. Sorry, I just moved the microphone again. There, Cappy, and it's that picture. Yeah, there's only, all I've got is a skull check, which I've just given you, and I think it's not famous enough. I can't be bothered to make it into a video. Next. Isaac Hayes. Oh, you've gone from Barry White to the chef. Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes. When he played the chef on South Park, bearing in mind, I was one of the biggest South Park heads I loved Cartman beyond belief. I thought Cartman was so funny, and the whole show was funny because they, believe it or not, South Park really does spit truth about all sorts. And it was the episode when the children come along and ask Chef about something, and he just made some chocolate balls, and he started singing a song about sucking on his salty chocolate balls. Suck on my salty chocolate balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. I can still remember the words to the song. And he did another one called Multiplicity, where you're having threesomes and stuff. That was also funny. But Isaac Hayes left South Park in a hurry, in fury, because South Park did an episode on Scientology, which, if you don't know, Isaac Hayes, Tom Cruise, a whole load of them are Scientologists. They believe that aliens are coming back, and they're going to take all the movie stars with them. But Isaac Hayes, I never knew who Isaac Hayes was. I know he sung Shaft, but I didn't know that until I knew who Chef was. And then the name come up, he's a singer. That's why he can sing like that. And I looked it up, and he sung the theme to Shaft, right? That's Isaac Hayes. Shaft! That one. Who's gonna hurt her? Shaft! Is that a real picture? We're done. It's an egghead. Close set eyes, flat forehead. Literally an egghead, look. Sloping jawline, soft, rounded jawbone, look. She's a big girl, though. I'll give you that. She's a tall girl. She's like Dr. Jibby, whatever they call him. She was tall. But this is how they fooled people. They put men in dresses and they put women in men's clothes and give them beards. And the world never noticed. We'd never noticed, right? Especially with the women. A few of the men didn't pass for me. But I never stopped to question it. I questioned them, but I never stopped properly to question it and research and stuff. I just got told, no, you're wrong. It's a woman. It's just you. But I never ever saw an FTM. The women, I wasn't expecting it. And when I realised Bruce Lee was a woman, Bruce Lee's a woman! When I realised Bruce Lee was a woman, my world just was rocked. That I was so fooled. And when I first spoke about it on the Flat Earth, you should have heard them all. Trying to slag me down and insult me intellect and you're crazy. Oh yeah, so for 6 years we admit we're all getting called crazy because we know the earth's flat, and then when I find out about the flip-flops, there's just me that's crazy. Oh yeah. I'm happy that I found God. I'm happy that God existed in my life and in my world and in my spirit inside of me. The kingdom of God exists within me. It's the greatest message Jesus ever gave us. None of this bothers me. Well, it bothers me about what they're doing to children, but none of this bothers me. You've done what you've done. You've had your time on earth. Some people say we're in the little season. I still think we're in Revelations. But either way, whether we're in the little season ends in 2 months. When we hit 2026, that's it. 250 years over. From 1776, when America was formed, to now. If that's the true date and timeline, and have added 1,000 years on. Which they might have done. I can't prove any of this. People say it's gospel. Not even the gospel's gospel. Because God did not say the gold was good. Shut up. Well, actually, that's not the gospel. The gospel is the words of Jesus Christ. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, I know. But you know what I'm saying, right? But the point is, Alex made a real good point earlier on about it, that all the stuff that's going on in the world, it's biblical. And people still don't acknowledge that it's biblical, what they're going through. The trials and tribulations are yet to come when the whole world acknowledges through one form or another that God exists. And it'll be the opening of the skies when every eye can see him, when the Son of Man comes again. Isaac Hayes, I don't think there's any gates on this bitch. Let's have a look. Hawking. Back file. Isaac Hayes. Did I put you in there? No, I put Isaac Cappy in there though. Hayes. Hayes. Search. Whilst it searches for Hayes, we'll have a look. Oh, there's one. No, that's Shaft. That's not Isaac Hayes. That's Shaft, isn't it? Yeah. That picture caught my attention. It was the teeth. As my mum would have called him, teeth and tits. Isaac Hayes, no gates. It's a no-show again. This one's not getting a video either. I don't think I've got him in the back file. I really don't. I think it's a miss now. Oh, Darren Hayes. I don't know who that is. I don't think she's there. Sean Hayes. Darren Hayes. That's it. They're the two Hayes that I've got. Right, we're done. I can't put that up there because that's not happening. Let's come back to class and we're going to skip the video because there's nothing there except the school check. Next. Oh, good night, Annabelle. Sweet dreams, my dear. Isaac Hayes was the last request. Where are we? Let's come down this list. What do you want? Wee wee. Hilary Swank. Let's do Hilary Swank. Why not? Hilary Swank. Come on, then. Oops. Just nearly kicked my cup off. Let's make a cup of tea whilst I'm thirsty. Grab yourselves a cup of tea, boys and girls. I'm going to make one real quick. Yeah. Wedged in the sofa. What wee wee, mister? Hey. My boy, my wee wee. There you go. Bonk. Bobosh. Da 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 da. Treat. My treat. Oh, God, yeah. Easy go. Easy go, yeah. Easy handsome. Easy. Beautiful. Come here. That's a treat. Speed up. Ah, it's a bit hot. Come on then, up you come. Come on then. Alley up. Marlo, alley up. Alley up. Right, Hilary Swank. I don't think we've done Hilary Swank, have we? No. No, I don't need to check. Hilary Swank. Images. He's got a big set of teeth, hasn't he? Till the cows come out. Pass me some sugar lumps. Square jaw, rectangle shaped eyes, huge rectangle shaped head, don't you think? Huge rectangle shaped head, blockhead. Large ears, rectangle eyes, thick clavicles, place to put mama's spicy meatball. And of course, the double pronged Adam's apple. What a neck! Compared to, I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Ralph. Is that really Ralph Macchio? Look at the difference in their eyes. Look at the difference in their teeth. Look at that square jawline. Look at the soft sloping. It's shaped like a triangle, look. Because there's no jawline showing, look. Subcutaneous layers of fat. Here, just absolute mandible. Mandible. It's already been done. Has it really? Has it really? Dang it. Hilary Swank. Thank you for looking, man. Oh, you're totally right. Thank you for not wasting my time. Thank you. We'll do the other one, Jennifer Garner. We haven't done him, have we? Jennifer. I can't believe I've done Hilary Swank and can't remember it. Jennifer Garner. Yeah, let's do this one. Jennifer Garner, back file. Garner. Searching. He looks like the last one. People say it's cloning, and it could be family. I'll give you that. I'll give you family and relations over cloning any day of the week, because you can prove families to me. You can't prove the cloning. Images. And don't show me Dolly the sheep, because that's just. Jennifer Garner. Look at his chest. Before we look at the shoulders, look at that chest. Huge male upper body, long, thick, straight clavicles. Look, not the boniest of clavs, but they're still there. Look, the shoulders are flat and square. The eyes are rectangular. The ears look high set but large. Look, the jawbone, straight out of a comic book hero, isn't it? Crimson chin. There he is, a dude in a frock. It looks like a pencil. Yeah, there's a gait. Straight legs, needs to have a space between his feet. It's not a good one. That one's perfect. There's another one. Straight legs. Look, they're not spanning. They don't look like chicken drumsticks. They don't look like nom noms. And again, Jared, I love your work. Straight legs, knees together, space between them. Hello. Wildlife and fisheries. The big feet. What do you want me to say? He's massive in the upper area. Neck, arms, hands. And then all of a sudden, where's your hips gone? And again, right there, Hilary Swank, straight legs, knees together. Houston, we have a problem. Again and again. Straight legs, knees together. Jennifer Garner is a dude. James Garner. There he is. Jennifer Garner. Doop. Pink. Bosh. Dosh. There. Look at that beefcake. Seriously, look at that beefcake. Where's that picture? As if I didn't find that picture going through it. Jennifer Garner. Failing forensics. He literally is a beefcake. Look at this picture. This one. Oof! Go on. Explain it to me like I'm 4 years old. Why is this so-called female, I use the term loosely, got male clavicles, male chest, male length straight arms, defined muscles, look, a neck like a Scottish pine tree, a jaw straight off something out of a dry dock, and rectangle shaped. It's a male skull. Look at the FTM with a 5 head. Looks like Isaac Cappy. Looks like a fat Isaac Cappy. We're done. Beefcake or not, Jennifer Garner is dude. Let's cut Jennifer Garner out real quick. There we go. Jennifer Garner. Jennifer Garner. Oops. Garner. Create. Done. Time is it? 10:30. How long have I been going? I don't know with this new screen. I can't see anything. It doesn't even tell me how long I've been going. How long? Oh, up there. Why have you put it up there? Why would you put... Usually on screen it says live. You've been live this long. Now it's up here in the clock. I wouldn't even noticed. Right, we're done. We'll be back tomorrow. Wednesday night. It is Tuesday, isn't it? I've lost a day. Wednesday night live. Just remember, God loves you. He thinks you're amazing. He wants you all to know that you were born inside. And inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy, world. Thank you very, very much for watching, forensic students and school checkers from around the world. Sweet dreams. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good night, Lynn McIntyre. Good night, Suzanne. Good night, Tubbs. Right, I'm gone. Laters. Bye, Luke. Bye. I am gone. See you later. Bye.